Welcome to the People Connect podcast. Your network is your net worth. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Be prepared to leap out of your comfort zone and connect with the who's who of what you want to do. Stop, drop, and roll as we start, market, and grow the CEO of you and your host, Nichelle Womack. She will help you engage, reinvent, motivate, and reactivate your plans for success.
Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping in. I am Nichelle with 2excelwithnichelle.com, bringing you information, inspiration, and motivation to help you start, market, and grow into the CEO of you. I do that by helping you to break down 4 components in your life so that you can see what you need to do to get to that next level. And we first start off by talking about those weaknesses that we all have that we don't understand sometimes, that we can maximize those weaknesses, turn them into strengths. We talk about those strengths that we already have so that we can capitalize on them, turn them into opportunities, and take those opportunities and monetize them in our lives. And then from there we look at those threats, because we are always surrounded by threats, and threats are there on purpose. They're there to distract you. They're there to get you off your track, your path, your course, or wherever you are heading to or deciding to go to. So we devour those threats. I'm the Startup CEO, helping you to start a profitable business from your kitchen table while you're still working your 9 to 5. So thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time at my broadcast or on my broadcast, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you're a repeat performer, thanks for coming in, tapping that screen, and sharing the love. Greatly appreciate you as well. If you find this message helpful, share. Sharing is caring. On this day of Dr. King, Dr. Martin Luther King, the man was an icon, and I think he's even more greater icon than he was back then. Why? Because his message now resonates in so many souls and so many spirits. So many people really identify what he lived for. And if you know his story, if you understand his story, then you see that he was out there to do good by everybody in the community. People need to understand that who is for you and who is against you. And when you look at the life of Dr. King, all he wanted was for everyone to have a sound peace of mind and have the same equality and righteousness that the next person standing right next to them in the same workplace, in the grocery store, in the movie theater, in the restaurant had. Everybody to have equal rights. And if you are paying attention to society now, you know that everybody does not have equal rights, especially around our world. So today I am just stopping in to share with you about the blueprint. If you go to my Instagram page, I do at Nichelle Womack on Instagram, at Nichelle Womack, and on Twitter, I have an excerpt from a speech that he did, and it's talking about blueprinting your life. And so I'm going to share with you a couple of things today, that if you do not have a dream, if you believe in dreams, why are your dreams, why have you not awakened from your dreams and made those dreams reality? See, Dr. King talked about, I have a dream that one day. And so we as people of vision, we as people of worthiness never really understand that dreams can become a reality, but they can become a reality with you sitting on the sideline. They can become a reality with you making plans but never completing those plans. See, dreams come from people that literally know what it is that they want, and they make the decision, not an excuse, they make the decision to move forward with it. Dr. King did not make excuses. Everything that he did, it was for the purpose of building people up, building the legacy up. And that's why his word, his connections, the things that he stood for, the righteousness that he stood for will last forever. And so my question to you is, in this 2018, in this new way of life, what are you doing to create legacies in your life, to help bring people along with you, to develop, to transform, to inspire, to motivate, and if nothing else, more so doing it for yourself? Because see, people are watching you. I know people always watch you. Believe me, it's a whole bunch of watchers. A lot of people are not taking action, but they watch. What do they watch and do? And so my first question to you, if you believe in dreams, then my point is of authenticity, authenticating your purpose, making your purpose authentic, where you know what it is that you need to do, you know how to do it, you're not afraid to do it, and you know that by any means necessary, that you're going to get it done. And so when you're looking at a dream, it's making it a reality, authenticating it into your purpose. What is your purpose? Why are you here? Why are you here? Some people don't ever answer that question, because I promise you, we're all here for a reason, a season, and a trial or tribulation. And in all of that, we identify what it is that we want to do to get better at, to change, and to create. And so how are you authenticating your purpose? What are you doing to keep that dream alive by authenticating that purpose? That's number one. The next thing that is so important when you're talking about dreaming and keeping the dream alive is that you have to understand your calling. A lot of people don't understand their calling. They cannot identify what their calling is. And literally, and I've shared this many times before, when you're talking about calling, callings make you jump out of bed in the morning. Callings give you a higher purpose. Callings are something that you can really separate yourself from the Me Too's, and you understand that you are different, and there is nothing that can hold you back. Understanding your calling is your why. Why do you do the things that you do? Why do you want to do the things that you do? And a lot of it is wrapped up in a dream that will probably never come alive if you don't do the things that are necessary. See, Dr. King did what was necessary to make the dream alive. And every day today, as we speak, people all around the world remember him for that. If they don't remember any other speech, they remember the I Have a Dream speech. Okay? So he understood his calling. He understood that in order for people to change in this world that we live in, and even though his dream is still alive, even though he had that dream back then, there's been significant change from that day that he made that speech on the mountaintop. Okay, it's been significant change. However, we still know that a lot of change needs to be taking place, because if that's the case, we wouldn't be reverting back to the way it was or attempting to with leadership in its place right now. And so when you understand your calling, you don't let anyone tell you that your calling is not right, because all of us have different callings, and your calling will address your purpose. Your calling will identify your purpose. And once you understand that, then you can create the dream that you desire. Number 3, you want to believe in your worthiness. See, Dr. King talked about us having worthiness of self, us identifying again and flourishing in that purpose of self. Some people go through different stages in their life and they don't feel they're worthy. You are worthy. Your worthiness counts. You count. And so in order to make it significant, then you have to contribute to it in order to make it significant, not only in your life, but in the lives of others. So understand your worthiness and know that there is no dollar amount that can be placed on your worthiness. Be valuable in who you are, whose you are, because he certainly makes you valuable. But when you recognize those things, then it's easy for you to identify in your dreams and understand your dreams. So that's number 3. Believe in your worthiness. Number 4, you want to utilize every piece of good that you have to develop the good in others. So my point in that regard is, what good are you if you haven't built the good up in somebody else's? See, we can walk around every day thinking we're all that. Dr. King never did that. In his building of a dream, he built other people up with him as well. And that's the process of constructing a great solid foundation, when you're able to build other people up as you build up. You know, we talk about the crabs in a barrel all the time, and that crab in a barrel mentality will keep you stuck there. While you continue to rise, you pull another person up with you. And it doesn't matter, they may not want to go as high as you go, but at least don't keep them in that same situation. Bring them up by sharing and caring. It's really the fundamental principle of life. And if you look at the Word of God, he shares the same principle. You know, don't leave people where they are. And if you never know whose life you can change just by sharing your vision, you never know whose life you can change by sharing your story. We all have a story. Some of us have not clarified it yet because we don't even know why and how to get the story out. So when you utilize your good to develop the good in others, you will see that everything that you dream of, you will see it become a piece of reality. The simple reason, because we can't do everything by ourselves. Dr. King couldn't do everything by himself. He had an entourage of people that were there to help him from day one, just like Jesus had an entourage of people that helped them from day one. When people believe in your vision, you can help them pull through to get to where they're trying to get go as well. Okay, so utilize your good to help develop the skills of others. Those are the things of living in your dreams. See, dreams are powerful. They're powerful, but so many people stay asleep and they don't wake up from those dreams. If you want to wake up from your dreams, then follow in these steps. Follow the principle of helping other people get there. You'll get there faster to your dream. You know, there's been a quote that said, and I've heard it many times before, I'd rather make $1 out of that million than not have any at all. Too many people are greedy. They want the whole thing for themselves. But when you realize that your blessings come out of multitude, then you understand that that dream is possible. The next thing that I want to share with you is have a spiritual path that gives you guidance. See, I speak to you all the time, and I talk about my spiritual path of wholeness. You know, I'm not a religious person, but I'm very spiritual with a connection because I have a relationship. When you have a relationship, you can distinguish that from religion. Religion and spirituality, totally two different things. Some people encompass their lives that way, and when you encompass your life based on on religion, you get caught up in democracy. You get caught up in hypocritic words and conversation. But when you have a spiritual connection, you know that there's a divine order. And in that divine order, there's justice. In that divine order, there's equality. In that divine order, there's no big I's and no little U's. And so in building your dream and understanding your purpose and understanding your cause, your why, and what it is that you solely seek out to do, you live the dream for Dr. King. And you understand that in order for you to build upon that dream, that you have to consistently grow in the mind and in the heart. And by doing both of those things, those principles, it brings you closer to open the door and realizing everything that you've worked for. And so, as I end my broadcast, I go back to the question again. Do you have a dream? Have you made your dream a reality? Or are you still asleep waiting for somebody to knock on the door and wake you up? Dreams, they can become a reality. For Dr. King, he spoke about it. He preached about it. He lived it every day. And it's because of him that we can share the message visually, that we can share the message spiritually, and that we can share the message to let other people know that it's okay to dream, but you just can't dream. You got to go out there and work and make it happen and make that dream a reality. Make it visual. Make it something not only you will remember it, but people will remember it as well. I'm Nichelle. If you like daily inspiration, motivation, and encouragement, connect with me. If you like daily inspiration and motivation, I'm also on Instagram at Nichelle Womack and on Twitter. Again, if you're new to my broadcast, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back in and tapping that screen and sharing the love. Hey, Money Making Mitch, what's going on with you? So I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I'm typically here Monday through Thursday unless life happens. Life is happening right now. I'm taking care of some business, a business transaction. Check my Instagram out and you can see what I'm doing, okay? Check it out on Instagram. You can see what I'm doing in the stories and on my page, Nichelle Womack. Thanks again for stopping in. Blessings and peace unto you, and may everything you touch turn to gold. Hey, you are so beautiful. Never seen you on here. Get that money. Get that money, okay? Well, you know what? That's true. I like that. Get that money, but then do something good with it as well. Purpose. We all have a purpose. And in that purpose of getting that money, you should be up-leveling somebody else's life as well. Your life, your family, and all of that. Yes, exactly, yes. It's not always about that. It's about what you do with it. Yes, that's what matters. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Money Making Matters. I think that's what Money Making Mitch. Yes, that's cool. I love that. Thanks again. And I appreciate your compliment. Blessings and peace. Thanks for stopping in. Make it a great evening. And I'll touch bases with you all tomorrow between 8 and 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.